There we go, and we're live. Oh, I hope we are. Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another video. My name is Walter O'Neill, Antiquesarena, and we are joined today by guest Nick from Nick and Andrea Hills. Are you here again, Nick?
Hello. Sorry for being late. You can blame me. I completely forgot what the time was. I was busy packaging orders. I've got some weird things to package. I haven't even tackled this yet.
Oh, I'd love to see you have a go at that.
It's got a flat tire. I've also got to mend that before I ship it.
Where are you sending that to? What big top?
I have no idea where it's going, to be honest. But check this out for a nice item that's just sold as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Semi-acoustic. It's got electric pickup as well. Nice.
Are these old recent pickups from the boot sale, are they?
No, they're from the loft.
Ah, from the loft, right? From the treasure hunt videos.
Yes, I'm on a listing challenge, so I've been getting loads of stuff on. Trouble is, it sells, and then I have to spend loads of hours packaging.
Absolutely fine.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Should we say hello a minute to the guests, a minute or a couple of them before we start chatting, because we get distracted. And I got another computer open here because the stream did disappear. So first one in was Richard. So hiya, mate, how you doing? We got Peter, the Vinegar Jar, Gimbal, Mark It Up and Move It On, M&M, Antiques and Collectibles, and Anomalous Data Point. Do you know what, my reading's getting terrible. Peter's Retro Collectibles, Rebecca, Nine Old Fingers, Patrick there, Ali Evans, Martin Gibson, and Marie Douglas. Here we go. Hello all. Right, so it's been a while, Nick.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a chat. We were doing regular ones, and then we kind of got out of the habit.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I haven't made a film in over a month.
Yes, I know, you've been busy.
Busy's an understatement. For everybody who want to know where I've been, I've had ups and downs, and it's been tough. To do with house that I rent out that I've just managed to have back off one of my tenants, and sorting out the website, which we're going to look at today, which is the purpose of today's video, and emptying the shop and then refilling the shop. It's been a mad month.
Yes. Well, a mad year, if you want to talk about that. I mean, when you just said it flippantly, I emptied the shop and filled the shop. Well, there's a couple of weeks' work just to move the stuff.
Well, as you know, I haven't brought the cabinets back.
Yeah.
If everybody's seen the video of the shop beforehand, it was 25 cabinets strategically placed throughout the shop, all full. Now I have 2, 4, 6, about 8 pasting tables full of stock and some wall space. But I had my first customer today. I opened Monday. I was closed yesterday because I had the baby, and I opened today. And I had my first customer since the lockdown. She didn't spend a penny.
Oh, didn't buy.
I bought off her. No,
Oh.
I bought off her.
Okay.
Which is exactly what I thought would happen now when I come back to work. I don't vision selling a lot through the shop at the moment during the next few months. So for me, it's going to be a buy-in shop and a working place now. So get lots of work done.
Yeah. So selling wise, is that where the website comes into things then, hopefully?
Well, I'm hoping. I haven't got a lot on there yet. As you know, it's a brand new site, and there's still 1 or 2 alterations I want to make, and still 1 or 2 little flaws, but I can't wait to show everybody. So have you had a look at it?
Yes, briefly. I haven't had a good look round. You shared the link with me a while back, and I had a quick look. So yeah, you can tell you put a lot of time and thought into it.
Well, it's not just the website. As you know, I had a YouTube banner designed. If you remember, I told you I was having a YouTube banner designed for me. And I had people write in the content in the About Me page and things like that. So I just gave them the information of what I wanted in it. And I had proper writers write the content. So yeah, it's a lot of work on it. I'll show you my banner though.
Go on.
I'm quite proud of my YouTube banner that's done. Hang on. Is it going to open? There we go. That's the YouTube banner we finally finished up with, which was an 18th century Rococo frame with me inside it, and then just all the information on the side.
Okay, cool.
And I come up with loads and loads of different designs, and had loads of people bringing me designs. But to be honest with you, I weren't happy, so I had to change them a few times. But we finished up with that, and I like that.
So is the website available for people to view now?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's live now. It's on antiquesarena.co.uk is just a forwarding address now. So it's actually live on antiquesarena.com. Should we open it up?
Yes, go for it.
So if I put us to the side and then I'll open it up. Hopefully you can all see that.
Yeah.
So it's, for me, it was as much about a visual website as it was about the content. I wanted to actually look visually appealing. So when people come on there, it's, catches their eye and their attention. Which hopefully is done. It's still a simple website to use. I didn't want anything too complicated. So basically it's just expert services. Is a way of putting myself. Unique and rare inventory. So I'll read it out. So we hope you'll join the Antiquesarena family. Please enjoy and explore our website to learn the amazing things we can offer you. And remember to subscribe for notifications, special offers, and sneak previews of up and coming content.
So it's going to be more than a shop. Then you're gonna share offer services. I mean, what services are you going to be offering? Or is it just advice and stuff?
No, the entire website is going to be designed around a reference point in order for people to come back. So what I'm going to do, my blog posts are all going to be educational and how to post. So how to identify this, how to date something. So basically, I want people then to come back and forth to get the help they need on identifying or learning antiques. So the website's going to be a learning tool that people can subscribe for the blogs and newsletters, things like that. And then if they want to go to the shop, that's up to them. But the way I intend to build the website is as a learning tool or an educational tool.
So it goes perfectly kind of alongside YouTube, or would YouTube and that link together?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I like that a lot.
So we come down then, you haven't got to click on that. You can scroll down if you want to, or click on learn more. All the pictures were provided by the website designer. I absolutely love all the pictures he's come up with and the setting. Believe me, it took us weeks of going back and forth with each other to get the settings I wanted. So here we go. Welcome to Antiquesarena. These gems are inspected and authenticated by myself and new inventory added weekly. Well, to be honest with you, I'm going to be added inventory almost daily, or certainly for a while. I've got so much stock, it's shocking. And it goes on, I'm thrilled you have decided to join us. Our website offers so much in our store. You will find antiques and collectibles sourced from all over the country personally. Basically, I buy what I like, whether it's 18th century, mid-century, modern, but I guarantee you'll never fail to get a unique gift that will be nothing less than perfect for that someone special in your life. So, yeah, just trying to make it a bit more personal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so have you started adding inventory? I mean, how much is available now? That's a big task, surely. Or
I've got 4 pages.
Are you cross-listing from eBay, or are these unique listings?
No. Anything that goes on the website is only website stock. Okay. Anything on eBay is going to be eBay stock, and anything in the shop is going to be shop stock. So the 3 are separate businesses, if that makes sense. They're all under one umbrella, but they're all different things. So you can click here then to go straight direct to the shop, or you can click up the top, obviously. Come down to my latest blog posts. So as I've already said to you, I'm going to make this a educational page or reference website so they can learn. And I've already created one blog here on ivory history and identification.
Well, I'll tell you that the cool thing about that is potentially if you can start to rank in Google for terms like, you know, ivory history, that sort of thing,
yeah,
then your site will start ranking higher and higher in Google all the time because of the traffic and the keywords that you can rank for.
Well, so that is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that I get that much information on there that I basically become an antiques encyclopedia for people who want to know, you know, come on for marks or come on here for how to identify something. You know, I've got a couple of amazing videos on YouTube how to identify amber and things, and it's all going to be incorporated into the website now. I link them then through the blogs. If they want to go and watch the videos, they can, or vice versa. I'll send them from the YouTube to the website.
Yeah. Well, so moving forward, every time you do a video on a specific subject, just plug the site in every video and link to the website.
It's not going to be so much plugged, but they're all going to be interlinked because if I make a video on how to now, I'm also going to do a full written blog on identification as well. So if they don't want to watch a video and they'd rather sit down and read it at their own pace and see the pictures in close depth rather than at the speed of a moving, motion picture, then they can come here. So that's what I say. It'll be back and forth for the blogs, and I'm hoping if I can put out. It's a tall ask, but I'd like to get two or three blogs a month out, which is a lot to ask when I'm running this. And to be honest with you, the blogs on how to are not just a simple write up. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be in depth, pages and pages of text and images. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like it. I like the size of your ambition.
Well, if you don't think big, you know, what's it all?
You're right, and I think you're right to have as big ideas as you can about this. You know, the scope is huge, but all you've got to do is start heading in the right direction and keep plowing content on there, and it'll only ever grow, won't it? You know. I think it's cool, very cool.
It can only ever get bigger now. Every time I add to it, it's going to get bigger. Now, you don't rank on Google for 18 months after you write a blog. That's what I was told by the designer. I think it was the designer. Somebody to do with the website told me you got to write your blogs, and I think it's 18 months realistically before them blogs get ranked in Google. So I got to do 18 months work before I actually start seeing real proper results, which is a big commitment.
Well, but you do have the advantage of a successful YouTube channel that will send traffic through anyway.
Well, that's the hope.
Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look. Could you show me what it's like to purchase something on here? How does that work, and how are you taking payments on it?
PayPal. It's all set up direct through PayPal. So if you come to the shop, there you got obviously a main header there, and come down into the shop. You got all the categories down the left. And there is a flow here at the moment where if you look on the right here, where it says view 12, 24 or all, for some reason that little select does not work in a minute. I've only realized that today.
Okay.
But we'll pick a painting. So let's say you want to purchase the painting, you just literally come down, add it to your cart. And then you can view the cart up in the top right corner there if you want to carry on shopping, or you can view cart there. And it gives you options. With this website, I didn't have to put in the prices. All I got to do is put in the weight of the item, and it will automatically detect where the user is from and give them the Royal Mail shipping options for them to choose from.
That's clever.
I know, isn't that good? So all I got to do is put in what I estimate the packed weight to be. In this case, I think it was about 2 kilos, something like that, or just over 2 kilos. But it comes up anyway. All the options are there down the, provided for by Royal Mail. So if Royal Mail up their prices, this is a Royal Mail plugin that went into the website, so they'll automatically update. And that doesn't matter where it is in the world, it's automatic, whether it's airmail, you name it, Royal Mail automatically give them the price.
I'll tell you what, at 2,995, I think you could ship it free and be quite happy.
Yes, I could, but it was a standard format that I have to put in the weights and everything when I'm doing the listings. But I wouldn't care about the shipping price, as you rightly said. But with me, I come down to actually identify that it's me. Oh, there you go. No, so it's literally fill in the fields down the left, which is your address, your name, and things like that. On the right-hand side, you can select what service you want. Everything from special delivery to standard mail. My only worry is they are not going to get insurance if they select standard mail. They need to be having signed for or special. So to be honest with you, if somebody selected standard mail, I think I'd pay the difference to send it.
Yeah, that might need tweaking, because on an item of that value, you're only going to want it to go special delivery or something.
Nick, I'd take a small loss off the postage to you and send it safely.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's other things that I wouldn't worry about if they went standard mail type of thing, but 90% of what goes on this website is going to be expensive. So, and that's it. You just click on proceed to PayPal. It takes you off my website then to PayPal, or opens up like a PayPal, secure PayPal payment page, and paid. Well, that's what it is in theory. It works anyway for the tests. And if you want to remove something, just go to your cart and click on the X, and it's gone. Okay. I'll give you an idea of the shop, some of the stock I got in the shop. I've only put, I think it's 47 pieces on so far. Not a lot at all, but the average item cost, I think, is £300 to £500 per item as an average. I got stuff on here for £2,000 paint in there, £3,000 paint in there.
So I saw on that previous page there's a contact number, because particularly with the expensive items, people are going to have a lot of questions, rightfully so. So would you offer, them to contact you and inquire about stuff?
If anybody wanted to contact me, well, there's a phone number there, my address is there, email. I got a cool contact us page up there. Hang on.
Yeah. Because I think the items you're putting on are really high end, so people are going to want to, know exactly what they're getting and perhaps have a chat with you first about it.
Thing is, there's with the higher priced items, there has to be an element of trust. Now, my business is already ranked in Google as a trustworthy business, because there's loads of different companies that debunk fake websites and things, or scam websites. And I'm actually down as a trusted website anyway, if they searched Google for Antiquesarena. You've got my YouTube, so a lot of people come off the YouTube across. And there's a lot of people, I've been doing this 20 years, there's a lot of people that I've been dealing with, and I'm quite well known. So I would think, safety-wise, plus they obviously got the PayPal protection.
Well, I think the fact that you've been doing YouTube so long, I mean, it would be nice to maybe embed some of your videos in here so that it adds that personal touch to it. Because
I will be.
You and I know that once people have watched a few videos, they feel like they know you and they can trust you, rightfully so, right?
Yeah.
So I think bringing that element, your videos and you being honest and open about exactly what you do and how you do it, bringing that element to the website would be huge for the trust and people wanting to buy from somebody they feel like they know. That's so powerful. So I think the fact that you do YouTube and you've got your personality and all about you out there is going to be hugely helpful for the website.
Well, my entire story is on the About Us page here. I'm not going to read it all, but it's a really good story. I actually paid a proper writer to write this for me. I give them all the information, and they sat down, they wrote it, and then had it back, done some changes and that. But everything in there is actually genuine. It's my story, how I got into antiques, everything. My family, you name it. my whole history then basically is in here as to why I got into antiques, my family photos.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried to make it a personal site, so they're dealing with a person, not just you know, another faceless company.
That's it. I think that's what I was trying to get at. Essentially, that people feel they know a bit about you and who you are, so they'd rather buy from a person than, yeah, exactly that. I think you're spot on there. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, the obviously the products are what's going to earn me money if I get sales. So they obviously feature at the bottom of every single page. So you got the About Us page here. You come down. Every page has got the subscribe on YouTube banner or a variation thereof. And then under that, every page has got featured products. So to promote the shop, obviously the blogs, as I said, I've only got the one blog in. These are the test images that he done to create the page, they are. So they don't really count. But this Ivory blog took me a while to write. Wasn't an easy blog, let me tell you. And shockingly, all of those are changing on Ivory. Up until now, it's always been legal to deal in Ivory if it was pre-1947 because of the treaty and all the rest of it. But now, since 2018, there's a massive court battle going on where they even want to destroy antique ivory. There's only going to be certain ivories left in the country, and they have to be deemed important by museums to be left to exist.
Wow.
So there's a massive court battle going on, and to be honest with you, I didn't know that until I was writing up the, you know, the article on the ivory. And then I learned that myself because I've always assumed it was absolutely fine to deal in antique ivory. But, you know, the blogs, they're going to be, you know, telling them basically other materials. So in this one, I'm telling them exactly what's ivory, how to identify it, what to look for. And this is what the site's going to be full of, is articles like this. And of course, at the bottom of every blog, there's this little bar here, which is Genius, which allows them to share the blog to any of their social media.
Yeah.
So if there's a blog they like, they can share it privately to anyone else or share it straight to their Facebook, which then obviously will draw other people into the website.
So you've had this professionally made. I mean, how was your experience with that for anyone thinking of going down this route? How was it a painful experience? Was it easy?
Truthfully, it was shockingly easy. I used a company called Upwork. Well, first of all, I tried putting my request out on Facebook. I said on Facebook, I'm looking for a website to be designed, but I want a professional website. And I had a couple of people come back and they wanted upfront payment, believe it or not, Nick, to do the work. And I thought, I don't know one. They haven't got a company, and they want hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds upfront. For all I know, they're going to do one. And then my brother came along and said, there's a company called Upwork, and it basically all the freelancers in the world register with this company. People like myself post the job. Then everybody competes by giving you a price on the job. You look at their reviews, you look at all their previous work they send you, you know, same as a builder would if they come in, they'd show you different jobs they've done throughout. You look at the work and you find one they're happy with. Then your money gets taken off you by Upwork and goes into escrow, which is a third party. And then it gets released to the designer on stages. So we agree on set stages. Once he's completed that stage to my satisfaction, I release the funds to him, and then he moves on to the next stage. So he was 100% safe. And to be honest with you, everything, the design of the website, buying all the hosting, buying all the software and everything that had to go with it, buying all the plugins, and I think I'm at about 2,300, somewhere over there. So it's not expensive, because I was having quotes in the UK of 5,000 to 8,000 to do a professional website.
Cool. So what's the chat saying? I can't actually see the chat from here. I don't know.
Hang on. Let me minimize this a minute. Go back to StreamYard for 5 minutes. Remove that. Right, I have no idea. We'll have to have a look. Right, bear with me. Lots of people saying hello a minute. What's a serious pair of cans? Well, that is sideways through your doorway. So far, I got loads of people saying hello. Oh, your wife is in. Hello, Andrea. Right, so Peter's there. Website looks fantastic. Fritz, congratulations on the website. Looks lovely, fantastic. If anybody has got any comments or anything they want to add in, I'm more than happy to listen and take any advice on changes, because I'm still working with a designer. He's going to be doing regular maintenance on the site every month on an hourly rate, which I've negotiated with him. But that's optional. If anybody wants a website built, I've actually put the designer's details in the description purely because how happy I am with the service he provided and with the finished article. But I would suggest you either pay in stages or go through the company Upwork or something like that, like I have. But in all honesty, he couldn't do enough. I've been back and forth, change this, change that, do this, do that. He's jumped through hoops. When we started, he sent me a template and I thought, oh my God, no, I don't like it. And I didn't. And fair play, he changed it straight away. No problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
Fritz is saying a successful website's all about conversions and needs a lot of attention on Google. Now, I have just installed a plugin as well that will do the currency conversion no matter what country you're in. I don't know if that's working yet. So if you're in America, it'll convert into dollars and so forth. So I've just installed that plugin. So I don't know if that's up and running yet. Double-decker couch, maybe put the word secure shipping and also payment icons via MasterCard, etc. in the footer, which I'll probably do that. Can't see any terms pages or returns policy, customer care. Again, that should have been added in. I haven't done that, I don't think.
There'll be a lot of things. There'll be a lot of things that you'll just have to add over time.
Well, there's quite a bit because now I'm doing the blogs as well. There's a little page on subscribe to the blogs that hasn't been added in yet. It needs to be added in. That basically takes people's emails and stores them. I don't store them, but they go up to a specific company. So I register to a company. They download the block into my blogs then. And then if people want to have regular blogs or notifications sent to them and subscribe for the blogs, they can. And then obviously I'll have an email list then for newsletters. That's got to be done yet. I know that. And there's one or two little things that are not quite working exactly how I hoped. But other than that, I think I'm really happy with it. I didn't do the returns policy and things like that. And I think I'll put that on the shop and on the contact us page. So people, they know if they want to return something, they can. I got no problems with returns. I do 30-day returns on eBay and I'll do the same on the website. I'm confident with what I sell.
Yeah. Well, as distance selling regulations stipulate it anyway, it's not like you can avoid it. But yeah, having it written out, so that's very clear what people's rights are.
Yeah.
So are you only going to put the higher value stuff? Do you not think you're missing a trick for where people that find you on YouTube want to support you so they can come through, or are you going to link your eBay as well where there may be lower value stuff is?
I won't be doing eBay at all, given another year or two.
Wow. Okay.
You know how much stock I got. If I say I got 10,000 items, I think that's an understatement. But I think I've got maybe 1,000 high value items anything sort of from 300 to 3,000 that are all going to be listed first. Once they're all listed and any new stuff I bring in gets listed, then I'll start coming down the value then. So, I'll start looking at £100 stuff or £200 stuff, and then £80 stuff, £50 stuff, and work my way down the list. So eventually all that's left on eBay is the £10 stuff that I don't want. And then once that's gone, I won't be buying anymore. I'm going to be very strict on my buying and try and upscale what I buy. I'm moving a lot into Oriental as well. I've done hundreds and hundreds of hours work this year on Oriental, learning Chinese porcelains and things. And I think I've spent about $5,000 this year just on pieces of porcelain to have as examples for learning around me. So, it's no different. If you go to university, you've got to pay tuition. So I looked at it exactly the same.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. So long term, you're moving away from eBay. And
this was always to move away from eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Always, that was the main key. I don't like eBay's policies. I don't like the way they treat sellers. eBay is the best platform. There's no doubt. Right? I've got no arguments. eBay gets the best prices, the best sales. They're also bloody expensive. I lose 20 to 25% of my sales across the board when you add up all the costs together. Whereas on a website, I lose 1% to PayPal. That's the goal, is that 20% in my pocket means I can take less in a year and have the same return.
Yeah. I suppose then your task becomes all about SEO and awareness, search engine optimization and that, because the one thing I suppose you get, I'm just playing devil's advocate really, I suppose the one thing you get from eBay is everybody knows eBay. They rank at the top of Google for all this stuff, and they hand you customers on a plate. So your
Yes.
task, a big part of your job moving forward, if you're trying to switch to your own website, is going to be awareness of the website and people finding your stuff.
There is. That's why I'm going to turn it into one of the biggest encyclopedias for antiques I can.
Yeah.
If it's something I don't know, then I'm going to go and research it to make the blog about it.
Yeah.
So it is going to be a massive tool there. On top of that, I made sure I've had websites before, and the website failed because the website didn't come with image optimization in the shop. A lot of companies like Vistaprint and things like that I've had them in the past, they've done the search engine optimization on images in your website, but when it comes to the shop, they never had it. So Google would find the images in your shop and find your shop, in your website rather, but it wouldn't find the images in your shop. And when people are buying on the internet, if they're not buying on eBay, they would type in, let's say, an 18th century drinking glass. Then they ain't going to click on every website and look for glasses. They're going to go straight to Google Images, scroll through the images to the one they like, click on that, and that'll take them to the website. For that, you needed the search engine optimization in the shop, which I've made sure this website has got. That was the one key thing I specified when I took out the contract, that the shop has to have search engine optimization. And every single image, as I'm uploading them, I'm filling in titles, descriptions, SEOs, tags, everything in every single image I upload in the shop. So they're going to get it put into Google Images. It might take a few months now for Google to refine my website, refresh and upload everything. But I've no doubt in a couple of months, all the images in my shop will actually be searchable on Google. And let's be honest, eBay, it is, as you've said, they hand you buyers on a silver plate, but those buyers know how to get the item for peanuts or know how to play the system.
Well, there is that. There is that.
Yeah. The best offers, some of the best offers I get, I can be asking £100 something and somebody will offer me a £5. And I don't know how many people go back and say, oh, well, you can have it for 20 quid or 30 quid, but I just get off. So there's swings and roundabouts. And I don't know if it's going to work to get me off eBay or not, but it's certainly going to be another source of revenue, another area of my business that's growing. And let's say, for argument's sake, I get thrown off eBay. because eBay got that power to just flip a switch and you're gone. That's always scared the hell out of me. You know, what if you get thrown off eBay? Now, I've got 700 items listed on eBay currently. What have you got? 500, 500?
Not even that at the minute. Selling quick.
Well, that's not a bad thing. However, let's say they delete your account or suspend your account and delete all your stock. You then got to rephotograph everything. Because that's what happened to me 3 or 4 years ago when I got thrown off. And that was a mistake. Basically, I signed, you know, Sandra, my friend who used to come on the videos with me. I signed her up for her own eBay page, and I was helping her list. And of course, then they linked the IP addresses. And when she had a problem, they suspended both accounts. And I then had to relist and rephotograph every one of my items because they didn't keep the items or reinstate the items when they put me back on. We had to send off passports to prove we were 2 different people, 2 different inland revenue self letters with the unique tax references and all that to prove we were 2 different people, but I was setting it up and helping her. It took, I think it was 3 weeks to get back on, and all my stock had gone. I had to rephotograph it all. It was months worth of work.
Wow.
I don't like the fact they got that power over me. Well, I don't like anybody having power over me, I'll be honest with you. So that's one of the main reasons for getting the website done. Because, you know, I've got the shop. If the shop picks back up now after Christmas, I'll be keeping the shop. But if it doesn't, the shop will go. But then I'm limited then to eBay, the website, or Antiquesarena. So, you know, it was needed. It was high time. You got to move with the times, and a website was 100% needed. And to be honest with you, I think all in, I've got 5 years hosting in up on the price. I got all the domains bought for 5 years in on the price because I got .co.uk and .com for the 5 years paid up. Everything is paid up £2,400 all in. I don't think it's expensive. Now, the man who done mine is in the Philippines. He's not British. I would have liked to have kept the work in Britain. But the quotes I was having from London and things like that was between 5,000 and 8,000 because it's classed as an e-commerce website because you'd have to have the shop and the blogs and all the about me pages and all the rest of it. And they wanted serious money to do a professional job. And I don't think what you've created is bad at all. I'm really pleased.
Well, we'll all be watching interestedly to see how it pans out.
I can see your cogs turning.
Well, of course, I find it fascinating. I've done various things, many varied things in business, and it always fascinates me when someone has big ambitions and launches something new. So, yeah, I'm excited for you.
Well, we can only try, can't we?
Exactly. I love a trier. That's me over.
You're not filling me with confidence by you, Nick.
I'm not meaning to put it down. I'm not putting it down in any sense. I'm just saying I'm genuinely excited. I can't wait to see how it pans out. And you're right though. You don't know unless you try, and you've got the balls to put your money where your mouth is and go for it. It's fantastic.
Oh, Nick, I put £5,000 mainly into broken pieces of porcelain that I cannot resell. That's putting your money where your mouth is. Let me tell you.
That's another story. That one. Wow.
Right, hang on. Let's scroll up a minute. Let me see if I can. I don't know what happened there. Let me get to the comments. Right. Let me have a look here. So I just saw 1 or 2 questions. Lots of people saying they like the website and the pictures and everything. So thank you for that. Can I ask what platform you're using for the website? I'm using WPX hosting and word processor. WP for the editing and Elemental, if that makes sense to anybody. WPX is the hosting. I shared them on my Facebook the other day. To be honest with you, the support. The day the website designer handed me the website, I logged on and I had all these error messages come up and I just went deer in headlights. he'd obviously, to design the website, he has accounts in his name. So he was all signed in, and all the license keys were in his name and everything as he built the website. Well, of course, I signed in then, and I had all errors saying, well, I'm an unauthorized entry because I don't match up with all his license keys and emails. So I then had to buy all my license keys for the Elementor and everything. And to be honest with you, I could have jumped out of a moving car. It would have been easier than doing it, because I'm no good with technology. And I just went straight on to the tech support, the live tech support. And they said, oh, don't worry, you just sit there, we'll do it all. 5 minutes later, everything was fixed. Literally, they went on, they done it all, because I had problems at the beginning with SSL, or the site security. So Google actually recognized it as a safe location. So they had to then go on and download licenses and different things like that. But yeah, the tech support done it all for me. No problems whatsoever. So I then, to say thank you then, they said, will you please share our link, which is the WPX. So I shared that on Facebook. But yeah, the tech support so far has been amazing. And the website is ranked, I think it loads the websites up. One of the top, is classed as one of the top for speed.
Well, that's what you need, good tech support, if I was going to launch something like that, because I'm similar to you. Tech drives me nuts if it doesn't do what I want it to. So yeah, having someone you can contact that you know is going to actually help you out must be reassuring completely.
To be honest with you, the web designer's on hand anytime I want him. If said that, I can email him straight away and he'll jump on and fix whatever. But I don't want to keep running and pay him for stuff that, in all honesty, I've got to learn to do myself. I've learned how to upload the images now, and honestly, I can just about turn a phone on, Nick. I'm that bad. If it's 300-year-old, I can tell you what it is. If it was done yesterday, shoot me. I haven't got a clue. I'm really terrible. But I am learning, and my brother, he's got the shop next door to me, and he's helping me with anything technical I need, because he's just took the shop next door because it was empty for so long, and with all the crisis and everything, he's done a deal with my landlord, and he's got it purely as a filming studio, so it's not open to the public. He's just hired the shop as a filming studio.
I was going to say, what's he? I thought he was doing gardening YouTube videos.
Yeah, he does, but he's just taken the shop next door to me as a filming studio.
Wow.
So I know. So yeah, I know. So he's there anyway if I need help. Yeah, the returns policy there, I got to definitely get that in. Auctions, are they up and running? I don't actually know. I know in England they are, aren't they? But I don't know about Wales. I don't think they are yet in Wales.
Well, from what I've heard, I've not tried going to an auction yet. One that we use is just online, so you can bid online only, and then you just turn up at an allotted time and pick up your stock. That's how they're getting around the social distancing. I don't know when they're going to open up for sitting in and live bidding. No idea.
Well, you were lucky. Your car boot sale started up 2 weeks ago, and I've been watching George's videos. I've been watching your videos, and life is normal. You've been walking around the boot sales, no problem at all. They've just announced they're going to open the car boot sales in Wales. They say 100% one-way systems. Buyers go in earlier than sellers go in now and have time to unpack and that before the buyers go in. So they've never done that. We could always go in as they're unpacking, you're there to buy it. So now the buyers are going to go in, set up, and then they're going to walk around buying the stuff before we can go in.
That's how they do it here normally.
Oh, they don't do it like that with us. Normally it's 6 o'clock, cars go in, buyers are in there already waiting, and as the stuff hits the table, it's sold.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be sellers go in at 9 o'clock, buyers go in at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But we'll see what happens. But this weekend's the first weekend for car boot sales to start back up in Wales. So we'll see. I don't like all the rules they're putting on it, though. I really don't.
I know dealers who pay to go in with all the sellers, and sometimes they're not even selling, just to get in early. Yeah. To be going around as the stuff comes out of the car.
I used to do that. I used to pay entry, take the car in, pay entry, park up at the side of the gate, walk around, do all my buying, and then drive out.
Yeah.
I used to do that over in, oh Christ, where was that? Madley. Have you ever been to Madley?
Well, I see them while I'm queuing up sometimes before
Yeah.
they let us in. You can see all the dealers going around, and you're like, bags full of gear.
Where are we at? Sorry, I'm trying to read all the comments I am. Seeing if there's any more hints on improvements. I won't be dropping eBay very soon. eBay, we're talking probably 2 years, a year to 2 years for me to get off eBay probably. Kirsten's in. And they're on about Shopify here. I actually tried Shopify. Let me pull that back up. I just lost it. Where'd it go? They were on about Shopify there. I actually had a website on Shopify and I created the front page and everything, and then you put all your stock on there, and they actually import everything from eBay for you. So you just click on import button and they take all your eBay sales and then become Shopify sales. But, you know, I think in a year and a half, I had 3 sales. Mm-hmm. Really, you know, it just didn't produce anything. And that was mixed. It was right through. It wasn't just expensive. It was cheap. It was dear. It was everything that was on eBay. So that didn't work for me at all.
It's all about traffic. It's all about getting eyes on the items.
Definitely.
And that's where, you know, I know I keep harping on about it, but I really think your YouTube is where a lot of, you know, you can gain so much traction through your YouTube, through people knowing who you are and trusting you.
Yeah.
That's a big key to this. That's where you're head and shoulders above perhaps another 100 people who might set up an antiques website. They're not you on YouTube. They don't have your following. They don't have that trust and reputation.
Yeah.
That's a huge selling point. So keep that so strongly linked, as you said, you know, and feed one to the other all the time. And I think that will be the key that could unlock this as a really lucrative thing, hopefully.
Well, I'm almost at 1 million views. So that's not bad for a little antiques channel.
There aren't many people who can say that. I mean,
yeah,
it's huge. Yeah, there you go.
I'm almost at my 1 million views. So if I had this website and advertised this website on all my channels or every description for that 1 million views, how many of them, even 1%, would have been enough to come across?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm not quitting YouTube. I've been really busy this last month, but I've already got videos lined up waiting to come out over the next couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. So I won't be quitting YouTube, and my channel hopefully will just continue to grow. And that will obviously support the website. And the website is going to be continuing to grow with blogs and different stock. And that will send people to the YouTube. So it's going to be constantly going around and hopefully supporting each other.
Yeah. Well, you think about some of the successful videos you've done talking about specific things, because Google has the best SEO in the world, right? And YouTube and Google combined, people will find those specific videos. And if you then say during the video, if you want more details, here's the link to my blog that has a whole page with images and more information about this specific thing, Google will then do all the SEO for you and push that video far and wide. And it'll just drip feed people through to your website. And you know,
but it's not just that. The more things that point to your location, Google likes.
Yeah.
So we've now got an extra thing pointing to my YouTube. You've got an extra thing from my YouTube pointing to my website. I've opened up my Antiquesarena group again on Facebook, not the group, the page. But I've changed the page now so only I can post the articles. So it's going to be more of an updates page than it is what it was before. But that will be pointing people to the website and vice versa. So yeah, I think it's interesting times, Nick. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes. I'm going to give it I'm not even going to evaluate it for a year. I'm just going to keep putting the work into it, and I'm going to look at over a year what I'm starting with and what I'm finishing with in a year. My analytics, I've just installed all the analytics now, and the website's only been up, I think, 3 or 4 days like that. I'm still working on getting all the fine teething problems and everything. And I've already had hundreds of visitors in the first few days. So that's not bad at all.
Yep.
I presume that is because I put the preview up on YouTube saying we were going to do the launch of the website. So people have obviously looked at it, gone to the website and had a look. Or at least that's what I'm assuming has happened. So yeah. I don't know. If you don't try, you don't get away.
Exactly. No, it's cool. I'm very excited for it. So what does your other half think about all this? Is she
doesn't really get involved.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't get involved one way or the other. You were very fortunate. You have a partner who you not only live with, you work with, and you share interests. You go to the car boot sales, and you both love spending that time together buying different things. My partner is a key worker or carer, works in a nursing home, and has no interest in antiques whatsoever.
Right. Does that make things difficult, or is that nice in a way to have that switch off? You know, you can have time together where you don't talk about antique, or maybe you try to, and she.
But the only thing I talk about in my life, believe it or not, I don't follow sports at all. None at all. I don't drink, or very rarely drink. I don't go to clubs. The only thing I like, I go to cinema and watch a film, or for a meal, or the car boot sales. That's my socializing. I haven't got many friends outside of the Antiques Network either. So if I was to go to a pub and everybody's there talking about a boxing match or football match, I'm sat there going, here's my Coke. Looking at the wall because I haven't got a foggiest idea. I can't contribute to a conversation because I know nothing about it. So, yeah, it does sometimes, you know, I'd like her to have a bit more interest than what she has, but sometimes I don't mind the break. But fair play, she doesn't mind because if I want to watch TV or anything, I tend to put on, it'll be antiques programs, maybe the Antiques Roadshow, or I got a couple of YouTubers I watch, Peter Coombs on Oriental porcelains and things, and I'll put those on. And she sits in, she watches you and Andrea as well on the settee. We'd sit down and we'd watch some of yours together. So she's not too bad. She just hasn't got the interest in the antiques. But that's not to say she hasn't abducted a few pieces that she's took a fancy to when I took them home.
Ah, it's different when she wants something.
Yes. And Liani, the little girl, coin mad. If I take coins home, I lose some of them. So, yeah. But I don't know.
I was just thinking, I mean, the community that we're both part of, that's what a big part of what I use the community for is sharing my excitement about things, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than being excited about a find or whatever and sharing it with people that are just as excited as you are, you know.
How many times have I texted you? You know, I'll text you or one of the others. I've just found this, or this has just happened, or doing this. You know, it's no one else. All my friends, or my biggest friend base, has come from doing YouTube and making friends all over the world on YouTube. Exactly.
Yeah, I enjoy nothing more than being in several little messenger groups and private messenger chats and like sharing a picture. Well, I've just sold a guitar, and it's like I can't send that to my sisters. You know, they don't care that I've sold a guitar. So yeah, it's good to have that shared passion for this stuff.
Put it this way: if I was to share how much money I actually earn a month on YouTube, right? I don't think it covers. Well, I certainly haven't made a profit. I haven't covered what I've spent on it. So it goes to show I'm on YouTube for the community and the friendships and things like that. And because I love sharing rather than the money. Because I've been doing it 2 years now. And I think if it was for the money, I would have run away. I really would. I just love doing what I do. I love filming and talking about the antiques. You know, I make mistakes, same as everybody. But I love trying to help people and trying to share what I know. That's what I love doing.
Well, we look forward to some more regular content then moving forwards.
Yeah, well, I've got videos made. I have. I've even filmed the haul I had in today. I've already filmed it. It's sat on my YouTube waiting to be released. I just haven't done it. I haven't had the time to put the effort in that it deserves. Therefore, I haven't put any videos out. I'm about a week to 2 weeks away from finishing the house, to get the house into the hands of the estate agent and forget about the house. The shop is open now and hopefully start trading soon. So yeah, I can start focusing more on, making content for YouTube, making content for blogs and so forth. Well, that's the plans.
Good stuff.
Kirsten, am I excited to open the shop? Hang on. Kirsten's been open, I think a week or 2 weeks now, something like that. I know she's been open for at least a week, and she's done really well. I've been the exact opposite. I opened Monday and I didn't see a soul. Today I've had about 3 people in to look around, but I did buy off one of them, which I filmed. So other than that, I don't really know what much else I can say. I know I corrected the few mistakes you found.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy if I get spare time to proofread pages on there.
The only problem with hiring somebody from the Philippines was sometimes there's different ways they write their English to what we write. So it doesn't always come across as much as we, as easy reading as we like.
Yeah, the sentences weren't always making much sense. It was kind of a little bit higgledy. You can understand what he was trying to say, but he needed to rearrange the words. So yeah, I'm happy to have a look at that sort of thing. Because like I said to you, words is my thing. I love words and writing. So yeah.
Well, as you know, as I've told you, I didn't really finish school. I left school at 15 and went straight to work. So I come out of school with no qualifications whatsoever. So yeah, everything for me has been hard work, and I tell you what, I regret not paying attention in school. Really do.
Well, you're making up for it now with all your research you're doing.
Do you know what, Nick? I have to read a book 3-4 times sometimes.
That's
just for it to sink in.
That's normal. That's not just you. That's normal, honestly.
Okay.
Well, speak to my dad. My dad's a beekeeper. He's fanatical. He's been beekeeping for 30 odd years. He doesn't read a beekeeping book once. He reads it 5 or 10 times. Right. And he'll read it another time, and he'll say to me, "I just learned a whole new thing that somehow didn't sink in the first 5 times I read that book." And he also writes notes. He's got massive piles of notebooks. He'll read a book and he'll transcribe loads and loads of interesting stuff. And he says that's the only way half of it stays in if I rewrite it. So it's not just you. That's normal.
I'm exactly the same. I was looking there and I should have my book around here somewhere. But literally, I go through all my Chinese porcelain books and I've got dozens of them. Half the words I can't read because the Chinese alphabet sounds totally different to our alphabet. An X is like a J and things like that. It's really complicated. And a Q is a CH. So I struggle, and they're struggling to read half the words anyway. So first of all, I got to read it. Then I got to actually take in what I'm reading. So I'm there writing little things down, and I got a big, thick book of all stuff in English that I can understand. So I know where you're coming from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let me just have a quick look.
Yeah, soon I'll have to get going, so I've got to get all in the post office. So we'll have to wrap up shortly.
I'm happy enough, to be honest with you, Nick. I'm ready whenever you are. No more questions have come in that I can see. Obviously, if they want to have a look, they can go onto the website themselves. It's live, antiquesarena.com, and take a look. You can leave comments. There's a page there, contact us. If you want to leave a comment of suggestion for improving the website or something I should add, feel free to leave a comment.
Yeah.
Or in the contact us.
That's a good idea because, 100 eyes on the website would be so much better than you or I browsing around trying to find mistakes or whatever. So, yeah, if people can do that, that would be fantastic.
Definitely, because this film wasn't about getting people to go and look at the shop and buy stuff. It was about getting people to look over the website and give opinions, honest opinions. You know, if it's something I need to change, then I'll change it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty easy. I'm not set in stone. So, do you want to leave it there so you can get to the post office?
Yeah, I'm going to have to drop all this random gear off, and I've still got to sort out the unicycle. Got to mend a puncture.
I'd love to see a film of you on it.
No. The amount of people, since I've shared that with friends and stuff, the amount of people that says you must do a YouTube video on that, I'm like, nope, not happening. That would just be me breaking my arm.
Just imagine the views you'd get.
Well,
right.
I've got to mend the puncture first, and then we'll see. But I'm not promising that.
Nick's going to do it live, guys. Honestly. Right. Everybody, thank you very much for coming in. I would appreciate it if you go and have a look at the site and contact us and give us an opinion on any improvements or just what you think of it. Thanks, guys. And Nick, thank you very much for coming on with me. I appreciate it as always.
Always a pleasure. No problem.